Is your God a vengeful God? Or if you're not spiritual or religious, are you someone that feels you need to vanquish your foes? My name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is the star. I read this past year, I believe, that the dandelion goes through the phases of the celestial bodies of the heavens because that yellow flower is like the sun, but it has a period under which it's like the moon when it's going to seed again, and it looks like a moon and it becomes all these little seeds, and then as the seeds burst forth, it is like the stars. And so like a lot of people want to talk about like, why is it, we're not connected to the stars and how does astrology work? And it's like, well, we literally have a reflecting on the forest floors of our earth, a reflection pool of the celestial heavens and the galaxies, just like we're made of stardust, just like our bodies are the same amount of water as the earth's, and the moon affects the tides of the ocean. Is it possible it's pulling on our waters too? I digress. Nobody's surprised. But this dandelion construct of the star, of like thinking about like the star card of the tarot is hope and belief that wishes can be fulfilled. It's and I once had a teacher that was like, what's hope doing for you? Put hope in your hand, get action, get in there, get it done, get her done. It's like, I was like, okay, wisdom. And if you're depressed or if you're in a dark space, hope can be a place to reach for up the ladder of the emotional ladder of places one can stand. And when we feel compelled to attack the world or believe that God is attacking us because we believe that we are bad and God has rules for us and we are bad and we don't follow them, or we feel someone else was bad and we better get them and we judge them, we can feel that the world is going to attack us. Like if I am trying to attack a foe or attack another, it's possible that I feel the world is going to attack me as well. And what if it's an inside job? It starts at home. You are the sun, the moon, and all the stars. And the function of your spiritual work is to do the inside job of not attacking the outer world, not vilifying your brethren, your kin, everyone that stands shoulder to shoulder with you day to day. And instead to see the divinity within, or the communion, or the atomic unification, or whatever it is, whatever iteration of incarnation your consciousness can come at, a place of awareness that I am equal to my brethren. And let me focus up here. If I want to be hopeful for things to be different, how can I best do that? And if you have a spiritual construct of the divine, to me, a divine intelligence that put mathematics back in the universe, the Fibonacci sequence, the sacred geometry, the oak tree and the oak seed, the male seahorses carrying the babies, all these little things that Heather Feather did not put in the matrix of what I'm witnessing. If a divine intelligence put that in, to me, it's got to be so intelligent that it is wiser than I. And I know that love is the answer. You know what I mean? Like, I was blessed with a mother, a teacher, and many medicine people, teachers, and friends that also are aware love is the answer, And so my sister was telling me that my nephew had some competitiveness at his school, and this kid was being competitive with him and, kind of wishing he lost or whatever. And he's like, Oliver was like, I hope you win. And we can do that, we can transmute within the need to attack our kin, the need to vanquish our foes, the need to be vengeful. Let me get revenge, which is a very adolescent frequency at best, if not infantile. You know what I mean? Like, what you do to another is very likely fruit you're going to chew on later. And we can make up a lot of stories about others. I've experienced in the field, in people's consciousness, people making up stories about Heather being very cold, because I can be very direct with the truth, abruptly direct. But you may not know that there are neurodivergent people in the river of your life that love the truth. And they feel like the kindest, most honorable, most honest and friendly thing they can do is give you the truth. And if that neurodivergent friend is also Sagittarius with a Scorpio tongue, boom, they might give you the truth, And And I can experience when people kind of go like, she's cold, I can feel it. And I may be holding infinite storms of infinite oceans of waters of emotion in any given moment in which I'm speaking to another. But just because I don't need to be dramatic in emotion when I deliver truth doesn't mean that I have no feeling about what I'm saying. It's that I have a devotion to the self, that I want to serve the divine. I believe the divine is honest. I believe that love is honest. I believe that my heart is honest, where I feel love, and it's very honest. It always tells me like, I don't like this, cut it out or get away from it or whatever, you know? And so I'm trying to follow my spirit. And what does my spirit say about it? Heather just did 8 videos, 2 on fire, 2 on water, 2 on air, 2 on earth, on the 4 elements. If we look at the hand, or the physician's alchemical hand, the 5-pointed star, that's in an apple if you cut it this way, the 5-pointed star, the star of hope, the star of creation, star card. If we look at the star construct of working with the 4 elements, the formula for magic, or being a magician, or having things be different, the 5th element, the top of the star, the top of the pinnacle or the pentagram, the top of the old religion, is spirit, and allowing spirit to come through and to fuse with the 4 elements you're working with: mind, creative, passion, energy, fire, emotion, water, and manifest world of form. And it works with those 4 elements, with your clay, with your water, with your air, and with your earth. When we let spirit come through, we start to witness something that is, if you've ever wished upon a star, you might start to witness something that looks like the fulfillment of one's wishes coming true gradually. Because you like Heather Feather's in a phase of surrendering, and I want to just completely surrender to spirit and move. It's hilarious to me that I have cancer. I keep laughing at it, because the funniest thing you can hand a depressed person with tons of experience with suicidal ideation is to hand them, all right, you can die. It's like, I'm not done. I got stuff to do. It's like, all right, let me focus up. Let me remember to laugh. Let me put my attention where I want it. Let me use the magnitude of my sovereign autonomous attention to be the entity I came to be, and to make sure that I'm living this life with what my oversoul, or what the larger representation of Heather Feather and all her incarnations came into this incarnation to do. Let me not fool around with using my attention for lots of other stuff right now. Let me align my body, my heart, my spirit, my mind with spirit, and let this create hopefulness of love or intelligence or something smarter than me, something that put the math back of everything, which I did not do, something that has a tongue that is far wiser and almost unspeakable to chew on the language of some of the experiences that divine inspiration and awareness can give to you, And I want to remember, like, I am not writing anyone else's character, and I've been trying to remind myself, lots of people miswrite my character, and that's okay. Only my ego needs people to have properly seen me, and my ego definitely can bark at my back door about it, if you will, My ego's like, well, nice people don't understand me, and it's like, they don't have to. I don't need them to, Right now, Heather's going into an extreme hermit phase to give myself what I desire. You know what I mean? I desire sometimes alone. And it's not because I dislike anyone, or because I have any negative ill will, or because I'm so cold, or because I'm whatever story people could make up about that. It's because it is the medicine to me, is to be alone and to not consume as much technology and to get aligned. That is what serves Heather Feather. And this is the creature that I'm taking breath by breath on the path to the place called death. And what am I doing with her, And so how often do you surrender? Because that's what Heather's been doing all week, is just working to surrender my 5-pointed star, my 4 elements, to something larger than I, and then to trust whatever unfolds in the paradigm is perfect, whole, and complete for me. What if everything you're experiencing is your perfect medicine? Then how will you frame it? Then how will you have it? Then how will you hold it? Would you feel more hopeful? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube. Amun.